how are you all? I hope you all are doing well and enjoying your studies. So it's time for SST class. So let me continue our topic. Today we will start the new topic, that is power resources. Power resources are those resources that are used to generate power or energy. Coal, petroleum, natural gas, water and nuclear fuels are the main sources of power. Power is required for a wide range of the activities from our daily lighting, heating, cooling and cooking to driving vehicles and running agricultural and factory and machinery. Power resources can be classified into two main types. These are conventional and non-conventional. Okay. So students, the conventional resources include coal, petroleum, natural gas, water, firewood and cattle dung. Coal, petroleum and natural gas are called fossil fuels also. Why they are called fossil fuels? As they are derived from dead remains of plants and animals that got buried under the earth. I think आप सभी जानते होंगे इसके बारे में, फॉसिल फ्यूल्स के बारे में, क्योंकि हम 5th स्टैंडर्ड से ही फॉसिल फ्यूल्स के बारे में पढ़ने लगते हैं. They cause pollution and are exhaustible and thus should be used judicially. The non-conventional sources include nuclear fuel, solar power, wind, geothermal power, tides and biogas. These are the new sources of power which are being used today. They are inexhaustible and do not cause any kind of pollution. See students, according to our para, the conventional sources of energy are more or less the same as the commercial energy resources. Example, coal, petroleum, natural gas, hydroelectricity and nuclear energy. And the same in non-conventional resources of energy are the energy resources of the future, like solar energy, wind, tidal power, geothermal energy and biogas. Okay? And the same, like they are inexhaustible and they do not cause any kind of pollution. Okay? So let me discuss about these resources. See, first we discuss about conventional resources of energy. See here, conventional sources of power. Coal is the most abundantly available fossil fuel and occur between the layer of sedimentary rocks. In which rock? Sedimentary rocks. It is obtained from decomposed plant which got buried and compressed under the layer of sediments millions of years ago. In a course of time, see here students on next page, due to the immense heat and pressure, they transformed into coal. There are 4 different varieties of coal with the varying carbon content. And the first is anthracite, is the best quality of coal, which about 90% of carbon. And after that, bituminous. Bituminous is the most widely available, while lignite or brown coal and pet are low grade coal. Coal is used to generate geothermal electricity. It is used in manufacturing steel, in the chemical industry and as a domestic fuel. So first we discuss about coal. See students, coal is a fossil fuel. It is produced of the ancient plant remains. There have been compacted and all treated by heat and pressure over millions of years. The resulting product become a combustible black rock composed mainly of carbon. It is mainly used as a combustion fuel to generate electricity and make coke for the steel industry. Today, coal is one of the most widely used energy resources. It is being used for various purposes such as heating of houses, as a fuel for boilers and steam engines, and for generating electricity by thermal plant. It constitutes about 70% of total commercial energy. Kitna? 70% of total commercial energy consumed in a country. Coal is extracted from the earth by the process of mining. Okay, it is advantageous to use coal because it is affordable and reliable. At the same time, it gives out smoke which led to health hazards. Coal continues to be valuable energy resource, although questions are being raised about its stability in future as a non-renewable resource as well as its environmental effects also. ठीक है, तो इवन देर आर डिफरेंट वराइटी ऑफ कोल्स जो कि हम यहाँ पढ़ चुके हैं. सी हियर एंथ्रेसाइट, इट इज़ द बेस्ट क्वालिटी ऑफ कोल विद 90% ऑफ कार्बन. और आफ्टर एंथ्रेसाइट बिटुमिनस इज द मोस्ट वाइडली अवेलेबल, एंड देन लिग्नेटाइट एंड पेट आर द वराइटी ऑफ कोल्स जो कि काफ़ी लो ग्रेड के कोल माने जाते हैं. अंडरस्टूड? सो लेट्स मूव टू द अनदर टॉपिक, दैट इज petroleum. See here, petroleum. Petroleum is another important fossil fuels also occurring between the layers of sedimentary rocks. It is derived from organic material trapped in the layers of sediments when they were deposited on the seabed. Thus, the major oil fields are located along the boundaries of young fold mountains, coastal regions of half-shore areas. See here students, petroleum is used to generate thermal electricity. It is used as a transport fuel for heating and lighting, as a lubricant and as a raw material. For a number of manufacturing industries, crude petroleum is refined to produce like petrol, diesel, kerosene. Other byproducts obtained from it are synthetic textiles, fertilizers, insecticides, plastics, alphates, synthetic rubber and wax. See students, petroleum is also a fossil fuel and derived from plants and also from dead animals that lived in remote past. Petroleum in its natural form when collected is called crude oil. Oil production means the quantity of crude oil barrels extracted on daily basis through the drilling process. Different constituents are extracted from crude oil such as petroleum, gas, etc. Although a large percentage of the oil we refine goes towards the fueling or transportation needs, products such as rubber, plastic, nylon, fertilizers, and even polyester. These are the different variety of clothes are derived from the petrochemical. Hence, petroleum is also called as black gold. Okay. Petroleum is efficient and generates less carbon dioxide than coal when burned. Okay. But it is in the limited supply as it is non-renewable resource. ठीक है, ये भी कहाँ मिलता है? पेट्रोलियम भी हमको सेडिमेंट्री रॉक्स के यहाँ मिलता है, जहाँ कोल्स मिलता है हमें. ओके. It is expensive as the extraction and transportation costs are large. Okay. See students, at present the large producers of petroleum in the world are Russia, Saudi Arabia, the USA, Iran, China, Canada and UAE. In India, petroleum is obtained from Mumbai, Hai, Gujarat and Assam. Okay, so I think you understood the topic petroleum. Okay, let's we move to the another topic, that is natural gas. Natural gas is a maximum and it is a mixture of gases like hydrocarbons consisting mainly of methane. It is usually occurs together with petroleum in the same oil field, but there are separate natural gas fields also. So turn the page students, see here. Natural gas is used to generate electricity and a raw material for the manufacture of fertilizers and petrochemicals like plastic and synthetic fiber. In the form of CNG, that is compressed natural gas, it is used as a transport fuel, and LPG, that is liquid petroleum gas, it is used as a domestic fuel too. It is considered to be an eco-friendly fuel for its low carbon dioxide emissions. Okay, so let we discuss about natural gas. See students, natural gas is also a combustible fossil fuel. It is formed alongside oil fields and coal beds. Natural gas is obtained by drilling. It is pumped to processing stations and then sent through pipelines to strong areas. It is a gaseous fossil fuel composed mainly of methane. Natural gas burns with relatively low emissions and can be safely stored, making it a convenient and efficient source of energy for heating and generations of electricity. It is stored under high pressure and called CNG. Okay, natural gas is the cleanest of all the fossil fuels, though its higher production cost prohibits more widespread use. Also, it can be safely stored since we rely less on natural gas for power generation. It may outlast oil and coal, yet natural gas remains a non-renewable energy source, making its long-term viability limited. The USA, Russia, Canada, Iran, Norway and China are the largest producers of natural gas. Large reserves of gas have been established in South Basin of West Coast in India also. It has also been discovered in the Godavari Basin on the east coast of the Barmar district of Rajasthan. It's Barmer district of Rajasthan. It is also found in Gujarat, Assam, Tamil Nadu and Rajasthan. Okay students, so let we move to the another topic, that is non-conventional resources. ठीक है, non-conventional resources की तरफ जाने से पहले देखो, here India distribution of power resources. Here is a map. इस मैप में इंटायर इंडिया में जितने भी इंपॉर्टेंट पावर रिसोर्सेज है ना, वो सारे इस मैप में दिखाए हुए हैं. ठीक है, सो यू हैव टू कंप्लीट दिस मैप एक्टिविटी. ये मैप आप खरीदेंगे, खरीद के प्रॉपरली इसी तरह से ब्यूटीफुली इसको लोकेट करेंगे, प्लेसेस को लेबल करेंगे, कलर करेंगे. ओके, सो स्टूडेंट्स, लेट वी स्टार्ट अनदर टॉपिक ऑन पेज नंबर 171, that is non-conventional resources. Non-conventional source of power. Nuclear fuels, radioactive metals like uranium and thorium are called nuclear fuels. Splitting of these atoms of such metal generate tremendous energy. This process is called nuclear fission, which is used to generate electricity in nuclear power stations. So first topic is called solar power. हम discuss करेंगे solar power के बारे में. So students, non-conventional energy resources are those energy resources that are infinite, natural and restorable. For example, like tidal energy, solar energy, wind energy, geothermal energy and biomass and nuclear energy. तो सबसे पहले हम start करते हैं हमारा topic solar energy से. Okay, solar energy has been tapped in many countries for cooking, heating, lighting and dyeing purposes. It has huge potential in the tropical countries like India, as they receive abundant sunshine. That is, photovoltaic cells used in solar panels directly convert sunlight into electricity. See students, solar energy is the most readily available source of energy. It can be defined rather simply as the conversion of sunlight into usable energy. Solar energy can be used for cooking, heating, lighting, water pumping, refrigeration and electricity generation. And its use is growing rapidly nowadays, day by day. Why it is increasing nowadays? Because the energy of sun is abundant and absolutely free. ठीक है, and the production of solar energy produces no pollution. इससे environment में भी कोई pollution नहीं होता है. The technological advancement in solar energy system have been made them extremely cost effective. ज़्यादा महंगी मशीनरी भी इसमें यूज़ नहीं होती है. Most systems do not require any maintenance during their lifespan. Solar energy systems are now designed for a particular needs. For instance, you can convert your outdoor lighting into solar. The solar cells are fitted directly on the lights and can't be seen by anyone. At the same time, you reduce all costs associated with running your outdoor lightings. So that's why nowadays it is very popular. So let's move to the another topic, that is wind power. Windmills have been traditionally used for gridding and grains and lifting water. Modern windmills are used to generate electricity, but variability of wind speed, direction and time are the major hindrances. Clusters of windmills are called wind farms. They are mostly located in coastal and hilly areas. See students, wind energy is obtained from moving air. It can be used to generate mechanical power or electricity. It is one of the oldest forms of energy used. Initially, the windmill were used to pump water and grain. Ships have used sails for at least 3000 to 4000 years. Today, wind turbines generate electricity cheaply with no harmful waste and form of basis of the fastest growing sources of electricity in the world. Because wind energy is free, it is renewable resource, so no matter how much it is used, there will be continuous supply in further. Okay? It is a source of clean, non-polluting energy. Wind plants emit no pollutants or greenhouse gases. Wind turbines take up less space than the average power stations. Windmills occupy little land on the base, and the land around the turbine can be used for grazing or agriculture. Wind turbines are a great resources of generate energy in remote areas and remote locations also. Okay, so let's move to another topic, that is geothermal power. Geothermal energy is generated by using the heat from the interior of the earth. When groundwater comes into contact with hot rock, it absorbs the heat, and when it comes up to the surface, it turns into steam. This steam then used to generate electricity. See students, geothermal energy is the heat from the earth. Deep inside the earth lies hot water and steam. अर्थ की गहराई में कैसा है, गर्म पानी और काफ़ी सारी भाप भरी हुई है. The heated water remains in pools called geothermal reservoirs. Under the earth's surface, the heat from the hot water and steam can be used to heat our homes and generate electricity cleanly and efficiently. It is called geothermal energy. Geothermal energy is renewable. Since geothermal energy comes from the heat of the earth, it is considered to be renewable resource. This means that you can use and reuse it over and over again. It is clean as no harmful gas are produced. Geothermal plants generate much electricity because the energy coming from the beneath of the earth is really powerful. Okay, so let's move to another topic students, that is tidal power. See, oceanic tides are tapped in to produce electricity. Dams are made across narrow inlets of the sea. The force of the water gushing in out and during high and low tides is used to generate electricity. Students, tidal energy is produced by the surge of ocean water during the rise and fall of tides. As the tide rises and falls, the water turns. The turbines of hydroelectric generators and the power generated. The main application of tidal power is an additional means of generating renewable, sustainable energy which does not affect the environment in a negative way. Okay, because it is very cheap to maintain, no waste or pollution is generated, and we can predict when tides will be in or out. Okay, so let me move to another topic, that is biogas. It is developed from organic waste like farm waste, domestic waste, and even some shrubs. These are decomposed in biogas plant to produce the gas which is used as an efficient fuel. Biogas is used in rural areas for domestic consumption like cooking and lighting. There are many biogas plants in India. Students, biogas is the gaseous product of decomposing organic matter such as sewage of animals, byproduct and agricultural, industrial and municipal solid waste. In addition to providing electricity and heat, biogas is now even very useful as a vehicle fuel. Biogas is called renewable natural resource and can substitute for natural gas as an alternative fuel. Biogas provides a non-polluting and renewable source of energy. It is cost effective and conserve fossil fuel. It may reduce agricultural and municipal waste. Okay students, बायोगैस जो है ना, बायोगैस रूरल एरियाज में ज़्यादा पॉपुलर है, ठीक है, बिकॉज ऑफ द डोमेस्टिक कंजप्शन लाइक कुकिंग एंड लाइटनिंग, एंड देयर आर मैनी बायोगैस प्लांट्स इन द रूरल एरिया ऑफ इंडिया. So let's move to the last topic students, that is conservation of power resources. Fossil fuels are exhaustible resource. Once consumed, they cannot be regenerated within a short span of time. The dwelling reserves of coal and petroleum have resulted in an energy crisis of all over the world. The existing resources of power need to be urgently conserved, saving them for future use. These are some of the methods of conserving our power resources. These are reduction of the use of fossil fuels, increased use of renewable and non-conventional source of energy, saving electricity by switching off the appliances when do not use or using power saving devices, and use more public transports. Students, minerals and power resources have played a vital role in the progress of man from the primitive stage to the modern industrial age. The present source of the thermal and nuclear energy like coal, petroleum, natural gas, uranium, thorium, etc. also belong to the mineral group. It is therefore very essential to conserve them. We all know that the minerals are exhaustible. They cannot be renewed easily. It takes nature millions of years to make a fresh store of coal or deposit of iron ore. The scarcity is already being felt in the case of some power resources like coal and petroleum, क्योंकि इनका कंजप्शन बहुत ज़्यादा है, ठीक है. आज के टाइम में कोल और पेट्रोलियम का यूज़ सबसे ज़्यादा हो रहा है. So the position of metals in no better industries are largely dependent on minerals for their new materials, machines and tools and power equipment. They are being exploited at the first rate due to improvement in mining technologies and demand in industry. Minerals are also not evenly distributed. Even their availability is also very limited to certain regions of India as well as the world. The problem is really very serious for the countries which are not bestowed with minerals wealth by nature. Unplanned exploitation of mineral resources has also created problems in certain regions. So that's why it is very much important to conserve our natural resources. Okay, so यहाँ पर कुछ आपको methods दिए हुए हैं जिनके थ्रू हम अपने resources को conserve कर सकते हैं, जैसे reduction of use of fossil fuel, increased use of the renewable and non-conventional sources of energy, saving electricity by switching off the appliances when do not use, and the same हम पानी भी सबसे ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा सेव करना चाहिए. टैप्स को टाइटली बंद करना चाहिए, सिर्फ लाइट ही नहीं, पानी का भी हमें बहुत ध्यान रखना चाहिए. एंड यूजिंग मोर पब्लिक ट्रांसपोर्ट्स. सो स्टूडेंट्स, इट्स इनफ फॉर टुडे. हमारा चैप्टर ऑलमोस्ट कंप्लीट हो चुका है. सी एक टेबल यहाँ पे दी हुई है, सी हियर डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन ऑफ पावर रिसोर्सेज. ये जो टेबल है ये आप लोग अपने आप पढ़ेंगे, ठीक है. एंड इन जितनी भी मैप एक्टिविटी है, आई विल टेल यू, यू हैव टू कंप्लीट द मैप एक्टिविटी ऑल्सो and the question answer. In the PDF question answer I'll mention the activities also. So our chapter is completed now. We will do the question answers. So till then, enjoy your day and goodbye and good day.